making my homemade vanilla cupcakes. I need a drink though. I just got this, look at this, it's super cute. It's a chicken apron I got when I went to Cracker Barrel, because Cracker Barrel has a tons of chicken stuff. So I picked it up. I'm just gonna wait for some people to be on so I can start sharing my my cupcake recipe with you guys. And if you missed the beginning of it, you can definitely go back and watch it. But we finally have sunshine, and we have just, I don't know if you can see, but we still have snow in the back of the yard, and we still have snow into the woods. Hello everybody, how are you? I'm making cupcakes. So we run a kids program. Hi Leanne. We run a kids program every Wednesday, and so we do games. I gotta open this window. Sunshine. Oh, there we go. We do games. Hi everybody. Hello. I'm gonna try. I told you guys I was gonna try and get on live more and do some baking with you. And I know I had asked you guys at the last live to leave me ideas on what you'd like me to do. And I'll be honest with you, I haven't got a chance to look at it because my daughter Haley is on vacation. And so I have literally been in the barn from like 8 or 9 till like noon, 1 o'clock. I'm not getting my house cleaned. I'm not getting my laundry done. But I did tell the kids that I would make cupcakes. So I thought I'd make them with you guys. It's like, I think it's supposed to be 60 today, but it doesn't feel like it's 60. And my husband wants me to go buy a pool. So we had actually bought a pool from a local pool person, and it lasted 1 year, and they said it was our fault that it fell apart, and they refused to help us. They wanted us to buy another pool. I did not have another $10,000 to buy another pool, and so I should have just kept the pool that we got at Menards. We had that pool for like 10 years, and my kids were littler, and they beat it up, and it still lasted longer than this expensive pool. I was so disappointed. Well, it turns out they don't sell pools anymore, any above ground pools anymore. I wonder why. So we're gonna go get another Menards pool for, $500, and it's gonna last us probably another 10 years. I don't know what I was thinking. I thought I'm gonna support a local business, and they did us dirty. And it sounds like this business owner, there's other people that complained about the same exact thing, and they took him to court. I wasn't gonna take him to court because it just ain't worth it, just be done with it. So we washed our hands of it. And now I have a big sand pile out in my yard, like a big old sand thingy. Yes, finally we have pretty weather. Except my windows are dirty because the hot tub's right there. And whenever we clean the hot tub, it all kind of comes up, Okay, well, let's get going on these cupcakes. I got these glasses at an antique store. Orange juice glasses from the, I think, late 60s, early 70s. Super cute. If it snows again, I'm gonna be mad. It sounds like we might get snow. We always get a Mother's Day snowstorm, always. And I hope we don't. Okay, so what we're gonna do first is we're gonna measure the milk. So I have my cheat sheet. So this is my notebook. I actually wrote this like, oh my goodness, 5 years ago when I was, no, longer than that. I even have my macaron recipe in here, and then all the different flavors that I did for my macarons. Let me see here. Here's my lemon filling, and that's all as far as I got, I guess. But I have my vanilla in here, my chocolate in here. Somebody pushed it into the shelf and ripped the pages. And then I also have my cream cheese frosting, my milk chocolate frosting. Holy cow, is the milk chocolate frosting amazing! And because I used to make cupcakes all the time for the market. And now I just feel like I need to get back that. I also have a recipe for peanut butter frosting, strawberry frosting, and then I think I started my strawberry cupcakes. I don't think I finished that recipe though. Yeah, so my strawberry cupcakes is the same as my vanilla. You just add 3/4 cup of pureed strawberries. So when I was making cupcakes, I did a trial and error for months, trying to find the perfect vanilla cupcake recipe. Some were too crumbly, some were too dense, some didn't rise, some were just like way crazy. And so I figured it out, that chocolate and then red velvet. Now I'm not a red velvet fan just because you add the red food coloring to it. And so my red velvet cupcakes call for buttermilk, which you can make on your own. It's literally a cup of milk and like a half a tablespoon of white vinegar, so you can literally do it yourself. So I'm gonna give you guys this recipe. I actually, I haven't made cupcakes. I did make a couple, I think I made my cupcakes last year 2 years ago for Izzy's graduation. And I've searched and searched for this. I could not find it anywhere. And then when I cleaned out my office, I had actually filed it in my filing cabinet instead of putting it in my cookbooks. So I'm gonna finish doing this because I have made pineapple upside down macarons. Like I have so many wonderful baking recipes I gotta stick in this book. But we're gonna do the vanilla today. And I already have put the ingredients and the description on how, like the directions on how to do it in the something, I don't know. So let's get going. So for the milk, it is a half a cup plus a tablespoon. So let's get going on that. And you're gonna stick that into its own cups. You're gonna need like 3 bowls because you're then gonna put everything together. I am charging, right now, I'm charging my hand mixer because when I was on with you guys last time, what did we make? We made something and literally my hand mixer died. So I'm charging the battery for my hand mixer. All right, so where is so it is a half a cup. And I need to do several of them. So I think I'm actually gonna double the recipe. So this is the only place that people are gonna see this because I'm not gonna be making a TikTok or Instagram. I might take pictures, but I'm just gonna share it with you guys. So you guys are the lucky ones. Okay, so it's gonna be 1 cup plus 4 tablespoons. And you're gonna be using evaporated milk. So I just made some, I don't know if I've shared it with you. I don't think I have. I think that's coming soon. I literally made hamburger buns for the very first time. Oh my goodness. Like I used evaporated milk because I've been like I've been just kind of playing around with recipes. Like I have a bread recipe that I made even better. Tortillas, I still have to make the croissants, which that was my plan this week, not realizing my daughter was gonna be gone for 2 weeks. And so anyway, I have been playing around with recipes. I made the best hamburger buns. Like Madison, my future daughter-in-law, she came over and had a burger because we made burgers on the grill finally. And she's like, oh my. I'm like, what? She goes, these are literally the best hamburger buns I've ever had. When you cut them, they're like store-bought. Like no crumbles. And so we have a couple of Izzy's friends helping us in the barn. So I'm not gonna need this. We have a couple of Izzy's friends helping us out in the barn. And so I ran out of bread because we have been eating, we make breakfast after, we bring eggs over and eat breakfast. And so she tried my bread and her mom makes a lot of stuff homemade. Like she's like a really good baker. And I said, what do you think? She goes, it's better than my mom's. I said, seriously? She's like, yeah, it's better than my mom's. I was like, yes, because her mom is a wonderful baker. Okay, so for the flour, it's gonna be 3 cups of flour. And I already used that one and I'm gonna try draining it over that. There we go. So it's 3 cups of flour. So I'm gonna be using bread flour. I find that bread flour, I think it works better. You can also get a pastry flour, but pastry flour is super expensive. But the thing with the pastry flour is, I tried it with cookies and I didn't really like it because it's so thin. Okay, that's 1 cup. It's like really, really fine. And so it really doesn't, I don't feel like it works for like breads and cookies and cupcakes. So if you make if you're making like croissants or like true pastries, I would use it, but it's really, really fine. Okay, so it's 3 cups of flour. All right, and then we got 2.5 teaspoons of baking powder. So let me get this out. 2.5 teaspoons of baking powder. So I'm just gonna double it. We've been having about maybe 15 to 16 kids coming to our Keen's Kids on Wednesday. So I was trying to think of like some different things to do for our Keen's Kids. We've been doing Keen's Kids for, let's see, this year me and my husband will be married for 29 years. We've been doing Keen's Kids for 28 years. And I'm like, okay, I gotta have to, let's see what else I need. Oh, and then half a teaspoon of salt. And so we've been doing this forever. And so what I do now is I've been going to the store and I've been picking up the, not the like Lunchables for big kids and not the ones that are just a 4-pack. I think I add the sugar too. Nope, I don't add the sugar. And so I give them Lunchables when they leave, and because I don't know. I mean, some kids, we have kids that we pick up that you can tell that they might be in a family that's struggling, or maybe their parents are struggling. And so I thought, I'm just going to send them home with the Lunchables so they have something. A lot of the kids, well, not a lot, but some of the kids will come on the bus and they'll ask if we have any food or if there's anything we can, they can eat, and they come hungry, and probably a lot of them, because nowadays you don't get off the school bus if you're like in elementary or middle school. You don't get off the school bus till like 5 o'clock. Well, then we have to pick the kids up at 5:36, and so probably some of them are missing dinner because they're coming to church, or maybe their families are struggling and they don't have, they can't provide like they want to. And so I started buying Lunchables, and they look forward to it every day, or every Wednesday, and I try and do like different kinds. So I think this week is like pepperoni pizzas and cheese pizzas, and then I think I've done like the crackers, I've done the chicken nuggets, and so I don't know, I just want to be a help to them and help to our community and stuff. So okay, so you're gonna whisk together the flour. And then in this little bowl, we're then gonna combine the sugar and the butter. So it is 1 stick of butter. You want it softened. I didn't really get it on the counter fast enough, so it's a little hard. I need a little, I've got much space here. I had to put you guys in the corner. Nobody puts baby in the corner. But I had to put you guys in the corner because the lighting is really weird because of the window. And so when I had the screen moved over, it was really dark. You need to add my, I didn't, you're gonna have to text me, Leanne, because I didn't see that in time. Because you guys know, I can't see. Literally the camera is so far from me because, like I told you guys in the last live we had, I have to move it way back because the camera that faces you is garbage, literally garbage. And then it's so I need 2 sticks because I'm doubling it. Oh, good thing okay, I'm just like gonna squeeze a little bit with my hand. Yeah, okay, thank you. I saw that, I will. Okay, so we're gonna do 1 cup of, so the recipe I gave you guys is just for 1 batch of cupcakes. I'm actually gonna be doing 2. Don't forget to, don't forget to like it. Make sure you like it. Is that what you were saying? I don't know. I'm just gonna keep going. Okay, so we're gonna combine the sugar and butter together until it's light and fluffy. Okay, so for the sugar, it is 1 cup, so I'm gonna be doubling that too. Okay, so
I did it.
you did so I don't know if you guys remember, but like years ago, they had the ice bucket challenge, and now they're doing it again. And Izzy just did it, and you didn't nominate me, right?
I was gonna nominate her, but she didn't want me to, so I did it.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to have a bucket of ice.
Why can't I see everyone?
No, that doesn't do it. They're just not commenting. Don't touch anything. What are you doing, Dart? Hit it again, please. No, okay, walk away, because you're going to hit something, and then the whole thing's going to be gone. She's hitting buttons on my screen. Don't do that. You guys need to go have a life. Okay, now let's get this mixed. Get a life. Thought you guys were gonna go get some sunshine because this is our first day of sunshine.
Yeah. Sunshine and frosted rainbow.
They literally watch too much reels because all they do all day is do these little puns. All right, so we're gonna mix this. No, shh. Don't eat those grapes. That's for the chicken salad for Madison this weekend. Walk away, daughter. Shut the fridge first, though. There you go. So when you mix this, you don't want to overmix. If you overmix your batter, you'll get too much air into it and your cupcakes won't go well. Okay. So we're going to mix this till it's nice and fluffy. It might take a couple minutes. And then after it's nice and fluffy, you're going to mix it maybe 1 more minute. Is that what I put there? No, that's later. Don't disregard that. What are you doing now? She's all like chill now because she just got a bucket of ice water put on her. So now
2 buckets of ice water.
What? Oh, because 2 people nominated you?
No, just because I did 2 buckets.
Because
I was gonna see if Dad wanted to do his bloater, but I didn't feel like that.
I don't think Dad is. That's a lot of water to be poured onto you.
She just decked me with it.
Do you want me to post that so people can see your challenge? Send it to me, I'll post it. So make sure it's mixed really well, light and fluffy. Make sure that your butter is at room temperature, because if it's not going to mix as well. That's kind of the problem I'm having right now. So I'm just going to squish it a little bit and then, yeah. Fly, be free, little birdies.
I wanna break free.
I wanna break free. There's sun chips downstairs.
If you can. Right there.
No, I moved them downstairs because every time I go downstairs, I take stuff where it goes because my house is crazy. They've been a huge help to me though. Holy cow, they've been a help to me at the farm.
Wait, I taught her something new. I don't think I did it. Did I do it, remember? I say, hi, guy.
No, I'm not doing that. All right, get this mixed. And then you're going to preheat your oven around about 350 degrees. All right. Woo, cramp. Okay, so it's going to look light and fluffy. Where is my... I don't know what they did with my phone. Hold on a second. Okay. There we go. Just in case my husband is at the farm and he's always looking for me. So, okay, so the sugar's done. We'll move that. The flour's done. We'll move that. Super easy recipe. The baking powder and the salt is done. Okay, and not the eggs. Okay, so now that we got the this eggs, we're then gonna add. Now that we got the eggs and the sugar. No, the sugar and the butter. Okay, let me. There we go. You're gonna add. You can add vanilla extract if you want. Let's see, I need 1.5 teaspoons. But I really like when I make cupcakes, I like to use vanilla bean paste. Now the vanilla bean paste is a little expensive. If you can't, just use pure vanilla. I actually get my vanilla from a friend of mine. She makes it for me. I'm so spoiled. So it's gonna be, what'd I say, 1.5 teaspoons. When I make my macarons, I also use vanilla bean paste. But you know what I'm gonna do? I think I'm gonna do 2. It smells so good. I don't use this except for certain recipes just because. Didn't I have a lid on this? Oh, here it is. Hello. Okay. So I'm gonna make sure we get all of it in here because it's not cheap, but it's so worth it. I'm gonna clean up my mess here as I'm, there we go. Okay, and so we're gonna add the eggs. And so the eggs are, now I have jumbos. That's not a jumbo. I guess, look at this. Look at these eggs that I'm getting from our chickens. They're absolutely beautiful. So I take all the cracked eggs and the jumbos that won't fit in cartons. So it's gonna be 1 large egg. So I need, actually, it's gonna be 2 large eggs. So I think I'm gonna use a jumbo because all my jumbos have been double yolkers. Yep. Oh yeah. Look at that. Double yolker. So it's gonna be 2 large eggs plus 2 egg yolks. So, and I have been saving my shells right there. I'm drying them out because I am going to, I'm gonna dehydrate them and I'm going to put them in a mixer and I'm gonna use the powder to put on stuff. So I could put it back in my chicken's feed. I can, like I seen a lady list. She actually like searched it out after I said something, and she searched out like the benefits of it, but then you have to be careful too. Come on. This is an egg separate. So it's 2 large eggs plus 2 egg yolks. Make sure I don't. And now we're gonna mix it again. And like I said, you're gonna mix it until it's just mixed. Like once everything's incorporated into it, don't keep going. Yeah, I'm loving all this stuff. My daughters are impressed. But I gotta tell you, the hamburger buns, woo-wee, they, so good. And then I made bread again using the evaporated milk. So with my hamburger bun, I also added an egg. And wow, that was a game changer. And I almost was gonna add it to I was almost gonna add it to my bread, and I thought, I wanna see what it does first with my hamburger buns, because I was just kind of doing it just to see. And it was amazing. So I did use I used condensed milk in my bread, and I'm gonna share that recipe with you again. So I'm a keeper with condensed milk, or it's evaporated milk, not condensed milk, it's evaporated milk. And I'm using it again here. If you wanna just use whole milk, you can. But I mean, I don't know, if you guys are like me, I feel like I have a ton of evaporated milk, and you don't do much with it. The only thing you do with it is make pumpkin pie. And you make, no, that's sweetened condensed milk, the 7-layer bars. You basically make pumpkin pie. I don't know what else you do with evaporated milk. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna use my evaporated milk. And so I put it in my bread. I'm putting it in everything, and I really like it. It has, you know, like evaporated milk has like a distinct taste to it. Like it's not like a milk or like a sweet, I can't really, it just has like a little distinct taste to it, and I really like it, and I think it's good for the breads. So what we're gonna do is we are going to put a little bit of flour in a mix, put a little bit of milk in a mix. You're gonna continue doing that, and you wanna make sure you end up with flour. Flour will be last. So let me just move all this out of the way. I keep that there for now. Okay, so we're gonna start with flour. And you know, I, for the longest time, never did anything from scratch. Like, of course, I made cookies and things like that, but like breads and stuff, just because when my kids were little, it was just very convenient to just buy it at the store. And I was actually very intimidated, and I started seeing women making bread and stuff. And then, of course, I found that bread recipe from another mama on TikTok, and I was like, and I tagged her, I'm like, thank you so much, it's amazing. And I changed some things, and I changed some things again. So a little bit of milk. And I can see all those little vanilla beans in the batter. Yummy. But if you have to change it up a little bit, go ahead. But I know you gotta have evaporated milk, because it's all over. Like I have so much sweetened condensed milk and evaporated milk. I think it's when I go shopping, I go grocery shopping, I'm thinking, oh, I must need evaporated milk. But you only use it at Thanksgiving time. But yet I have a million of it. And now, bread, cupcakes. All right, flour. And you're gonna continue doing this, and I'll show you guys here the batter. I wish I could make it taller, but I gotta push the camera so far away, or you'll be seeing up my nose. You'll be like, you need to blow your nose, Heather. All right. Oh, it's so beautiful. Here, I'm just gonna take, ooh, don't wanna lose anything. Just show you guys. Beautiful. Okay, now milk, right? Yes. I gotta stop talking. I was really tempted to use heavy whipping cream, but you know what? Heavy whipping cream is so expensive. Holy cow, it's so expensive. So evaporated milk is what, like $1? They call it pet milk. Well, my mom calls it pet milk because that was the brand when evaporated milk first came out. It was pet milk, and that's the brand Pet. I think it's, I don't know, I'll have to go look. I don't know what I'm talking about. But I know my mom and my grandma both call it pet milk. And it's cheap. It's like $1. And so heavy whipping cream is like $5, but we like it in our coffee. I do use it when I make my roux. I made the most wonderful thing last night. So I have to tell you, for dinner, I love Pinterest so much. I do. I love Pinterest so much. I've gotten so much inspiration, found so many cool recipes. And I put in there, I went to Pinterest and I put in chicken and sausage recipes. And so I found this recipe. Oh, I think it's gonna be perfect. I found, oh no. Ah, I was talking, I just put both in there. Hopefully it didn't ruin my cupcakes. And I found this recipe for a creamy chicken and sausage orza skillet. I did change it a little bit, of course, because that's who I am. It called for lots of roasted red pepper. I didn't do that. And it called for kale or spinach, and I didn't have any. But it also called for sun-dried tomatoes, and y'all know that I canned my own sun-dried tomatoes. Amazing. Okay. All right. Hopefully I didn't mess it up. I'm gonna turn my oven on here before we start putting them in the cupcake holders. And I wanna overdo them because I told them I was gonna make them large cupcakes. Well, I don't have any cupcake holders for my large cupcake pan, so I was like, darn it. And I haven't been going to town just because we drove all over the country, and I really just don't want to drive all over the country, so I have not been to Marquette at all. At all. Yes, honey. Who? I can buy more, hun. Okay, so you end with the flour. Looks really nice. Okay. And then they only bake for like maybe 15 minutes. I don't have the icing ready to go. I probably won't do the icing with you guys here on live, but I will share the recipe, my cream cheese icing recipe. Woo-wee! Izzy's gonna go to town and get me, you know how they have the colored icings? So she's gonna go and get me that because I don't have like the cream cheese, like I wasn't prepared for it just because I gotta stop complaining about the barn. Actually, I'm actually enjoying it. Me, Izzy, and her friends have been doing the barn. So I gotta stop complaining and saying how tired I am. I am tired, but I'm sure you guys are sick of hearing it. So, okay, we're gonna do 350. But no, I'm glad though. Like, I'm glad I was able to help Haley, you know, give her a break because she worked so hard. And it's so funny because like everybody's like, does your daughter do anything? Yeah, she works harder than me. Like, she's literally all day long at the barn. I mean, she works so hard. People are relentless with my daughter. Like, they're so mean to her. And I don't know why, because she's with me, but I gotta tell you, she is like the penny pincher. Like, she doesn't buy anything. You know, she will go somewhere and I'll buy her something. I'll want to buy her something. She's like, Mom, you don't have to do that. I go, I know I want to, but you work hard and I love you. And, you know, when I was her age, I wasn't in a position to buy stuff like that. And now me and my husband, you know, we're older and we have our businesses. And so I don't mind like helping her out and buying her stuff. I don't like buy her a ton of stuff, but you know, we'll go out and maybe she'll see a sweater and it's on sale and she doesn't want it, but I'll buy it for her, or I'll surprise her with things. But she really, she doesn't ask me for money. She doesn't ask me to buy her anything. She doesn't ask for anything. I'll take her to lunch, and it's so funny because have you seen the trend where you go to lunch with somebody and they're like, oh, I'll buy, and they open their purse up and there's like lint and lipstick and you know keys and no money, the wallet's empty. Then the other person's like, no, that's okay, I'll do it. They're like, are you sure? Oh yeah, I got it. And then they kind of laugh because they had no money to start. That's kind of how she is. She's like, opens up her purse and she's like, I got it. I said, you do the tip. She goes, can I Venmo you? I said, you're gonna Venmo me a tip? I don't know what's up with Venmo, but people don't deal in cash. Like my friend, she's like, can I buy some eggs? I'm like, sure. She's like, do you have Venmo? No, I don't have Venmo. Do you not have $6 you could give me for 2 dozen eggs? But all my kids are like that. They're like Venmoing each other because they owe each other money. When we went down for Gideon's wedding, like Robert took care of lunch or breakfast, but then everybody paid him back. And they were literally on their phones Venmoing each other. It's so funny. Okay, so let me show you. It's so beautiful. Look at that. I'm actually gonna I'm sorry guys, I'm gonna take a picture of it. I love taking pictures of food. So my son Gideon is in Italy right now. And it's so funny because we both do that. Like, we love food so much that when we go to visit places, we literally will like send pictures of food to each other, or we will like find the cutest little places that are in the middle of nowhere, and we will take pictures of our food. Okay, let me get a scooper. So I got these scoopers at Pampered Chef. They have 3 of them, and I love using these. They're so nice instead of using a spoon. Okay, so I'm just gonna, these are 12. I actually have huge ones that are 24, but I was just too lazy to go downstairs. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I just really didn't want to walk downstairs. So, okay. So I'm gonna put the cupcakes holders in here. I'll get one going, and then while that one's cooking, we'll do the other one. But yeah, Gideon's in Italy, and he actually FaceTimed me today, and he is at a Lindt store, like one of the Lindt chocolate stores, and he said it's been there for like 100 years or something, like back years ago. And I was like, what? And so he's gonna bring me home that Dubai chocolate bar. I said, can you bring me a cannoli? He goes, I can't travel with a cannoli. I go, yeah, you can. Just wrap it up and put it in Emily's purse. He goes, Mom. I said, then how about a croissant? A croissant from Italy. He goes, I can't. I said, please, just put it in the suitcase. He goes, it'll be crushed. I said, I don't care. I'll eat a crushed croissant from Italy. I'm never gonna go to Italy. If you live in Italy, can you please send me a croissant from Italy? So he's gonna hit me up with one of those Dubai chocolate bars from Lindt. And they had the coolest flavors that we don't have here. I'm really surprised though that Dubai chocolate has not shown up here yet, because it's all over like TikTok, the Dubai cupcakes and chocolate. So I'm really surprised. Oh, did I show you guys? Yeah, look how beautiful. Beautiful. So I want the croissant from Italy. Okay, so now just gonna put them in here. And like I said, I do wanna put a lot in them because I want them to go over the top, because I promised the kiddos that I would make big ones. Oh my goodness, this dough is so beautiful. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take pictures and I'm gonna share them on my Facebook page and the recipe for it so people can enjoy it on my Facebook. I love Facebook. If I had to pick two platforms that I actually love, it's Facebook and YouTube. I don't go live on Facebook because I know so many people like that follow me, that live by me, and it kind of feels weird to do that. So, all right. What are you guys doing down there?
Just talking.
Just talk. Why don't you guys go talk in the sunshine?
Yeah.
What is she looking for?
Can opener.
A can opener downstairs? You're not eating in the basement. Isabella. She's gonna eat peaches, isn't she?
I was gonna eat peaches.
Oh, and you're getting spoons too? Go eat on the back porch.
Okay.
Isabella, you can still take it down with you. And bowls?
Well, what am I supposed to put the peaches in?
You just drain the juice and eat them out of the
Oh,
can.
yeah, I can do it.
Isabella, you send Abigail up here because you know I'll tell you no. What a little stinker you are. Did you get spoons?
Oh, yeah.
Is it just one can for 3 of you guys?
Well, it's just for me.
Oh, it's just for you?
Yeah.
What are they eating?
Chips.
Oh, chips. Go outside on the back porch and get some sunshine, Isabella, dressed in yellow. All right. You can take the chips back there. I don't care. All right, we're going to put them in the oven for like 12 to 15 minutes. Ooh, they're really nice and heavy, too. My coffee, look at cute as a bunny. Hello, everybody. I am making from scratch vanilla cupcakes. If you come into this video late, I'm gonna post the live and you guys can get the recipe. I've already posted the ingredients and the directions on there. I doubled my recipe because I promised my our kids group that we do on Wednesday that I would give them big cupcakes. Didn't have cupcake holders for that. So now I'm just gonna put a lot of batter in, but the batter is beautiful. Oh, it smells so good. My chocolate one has coffee in it. Did you know coffee brings out the flavor of chocolate when you guys make like chocolate cookies or brownies or cupcakes? You add like a concentrated coffee, and or you can grind up coffee grounds like the instant coffee. You can grind that up really fine, and you can add that to like your flour, your dry mix, and it brings out the flavor. Do you need help?
I think I do.
Come here. This is Abigail. Come here, Abigail. You can say hi to your siblings. Say, what?
Levi's gonna be
Girl,
watching this.
girl, look at. So this goes on top.
Oh. Levi's gonna be watching this. Hi, Levi!
Wowza. See that, how easy it is? She literally had it upside down. You just don't. Now make sure that looks like it's super sharp, so be careful. Okay, so if you just, maybe you should drain it and put it in a bowl because it's really, the top is kind of sharp and I don't want you to hurt yourself. So just grab a bowl. Seeing she did it upside down, it's all sharp there. So we usually have about I don't know, maybe 16 kids that come to our King's Kids, and so I want to make sure that I have enough. And it looks like I'm going to. So if you were to do these, if you were to make these like the normal size and not film so much, I think you could probably get a little over a dozen is what I'm thinking. Because I got a dozen in there. And I'm not going to get quite a dozen here. I don't know, I might. We'll see. No, it's going to be like a dozen and a half. So I'm going to say that one batch will make you about a dozen if you do normal size cupcakes. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I want you to cut yourself on that top. So, and I love doing dishes, so that's perfectly fine with me.
I'll wash it.
No, I'm not going to make you wash it. Sheesh. Because I love it. Me and dishes were like this. Joshy helps me with dishes, and he does such a great job, but they're just not clean. But you know what? He puts his headphones on, and he just like listens to music, and he washes the dishes, and it takes him literally all night. He'll scrub a fork until this stainless steel is gone, but I don't say nothing. I don't complain because you know what? He's helping me out, and so we'll have a little bit of dirty dishes. It is what it is. Okay, so it looks like making them big, I was able to get 6 plus 3, 6, 9. 9 plus 12 is 9 to 21. So I was able to get 21 cupcakes by making them bigger. And so they're not like light and fluffy. They're not like a muffin. You know how a muffin's kind of light and fluffy? They're going to be a little bit more dense, but they're not going to be crumbly, which is nice. Okay. It feels so good to be doing this. Oh my goodness. I just love it so much. I love being in the kitchen. I can't wait for my addition. My son-in-law is on vacay with my daughter. So when he gets back, we're going to get going on that. At least get the plans going. I do have lots of family coming in here. Listen, Noah graduates in less than a month. So I have so much family coming in. And then my mom's coming. And, ooh, those look great. So it's 10 till. My mom's coming, and she is going to be staying with me for a month because she's going to come for Noah's graduation. And then she is going, oh, you know what? I forgot to get a picture of it. I'm taking it out. Hold on. I want to get a picture of like the steps. You guys get to see me using my phone. There we go. I like taking lots of pictures of food. Okay, and that's the before and that's the after. And you want to be careful too that you don't like bump them. Like it's like a cake. If you keep causing lots of commotion in your stove, your cake it'll like fall. And so you want to make sure that what happened here? You want to make sure that you just kind of let them be. So they're going to cook for about 12 to 15 minutes. The other ones are doing really well. So it's 10 till, so probably in about 5 minutes we'll take out the cupcakes and I'll show them to you. And it's really nice because they're nice and bouncy. So if you wonder, like, are my cupcakes, done? A couple signs are, of course, you can put a knife in there and then pull it out. And if it's almost done, you don't want it 100% done. You want it like almost done. Like with brownies, you don't want it to come out completely clean, because if it comes out completely clean, that means you've overcooked your brownies. Because like I say with my cookies, when they come out of the oven, they're still hot, meaning that they're still cooking. They're not gonna come out and immediately be cooled. Okay, done. They still cook, and they're probably gonna cook for another probably 10 minutes. So with brownies, my daughter Haley makes the best brownies ever. Like, she knows exactly when to cook them. I am still trying to figure that out for sure. But if you put a knife in and there's just a little bit on there, even if there's like a little bit on the bottom, just pull them out because you want them gooey. And if you don't cook them long enough, so then they'll kind of come apart a little bit. But you know what? You could use that and put them on ice cream. Make brownie sundaes with them or whatever. So just the same with the cupcakes. Like, you don't want them to come out 100% clean, just because that means you've overcooked your cupcakes. So you want just a little bit. I mean, like just a little bit. Like maybe some crumbs, maybe a little bit of residue on there. Or you know what? Too, another way to figure it out, just like a cheesecake. I just learned. So I've been making cheesecakes forever, and I'm like, you know what? I know I'm sidetracked right now. I make like the best cheesecakes ever. It's my mom's recipe from years ago. It's like the old fashioned. It's not the stir the Cool Whip in, or or you just put it in the fridge. It's not adding sour cream. It's like the true like sweetened condensed milk with all the, it's like 4 blocks of cream cheese and like sweetened condensed milk. And so I'll cook them just perfect. The heat will be perfect, and then they'll crack. And I'm like, what the heck? Like, how come are my cheesecakes cracking? So I was talking to my pastor's wife, and she is like the queen of cheesecakes, the queen of cakes. Like really, she's like really good at it. She definitely needs to open up a restaurant or a bakery. And so she said, you're supposed to put your springform pan in water, like not in water. So like you have a baking sheet full of water and you put your springform pan in it with your cheesecake batter, because it needs moisture. So it cracks because it needs moisture. I always thought it cracking meant it was done. Just like a pumpkin pie, I thought when it cracks, it's done. And so another way to tell if your cheesecake is done is you touch the top and it kind of bounces back. So that's the same thing with your cupcakes. You'll know they're done also by if you touch the top and it kind of bounces back. Like it goes down but comes back. It doesn't just like collapse on you. And that's a good way to tell too. So if you're a little nervous and you're like, oh, you don't want to trust that, you want to do the knife or whatever. But that's another way to tell if your cupcakes are in fact done. My stove's been acting kind of weird, so I've been having to actually turn everything. I need to have it like reset or I don't know, something. They smell so yummy. So it's probably, yeah, easily gonna be another 5 minutes. So that's just some tips. And you know, my daughter Izzy, she is like the hack queen. Like she's always sharing things with me. Did you guys know? Okay, so I'm gonna share with you guys something. Did you know that if you have a text, like let's say you have a text, like right here, this is from my sister, and you click on it, and you know how that dot goes away? You can actually slide it over to the right and hit mark as read, or slide to the right and hit mark as unread, and then the dot comes back. Did you guys know that? Because I didn't know that. You literally can do it. Amazing. And then my daughter, when you see my phone, all my kids are at the top, she showed me how you can pin people, and that way if you want to talk to them right away, you can like, they're on the top and you just hit it. It's not convenient for me because I keep forgetting that my kids are pinned. And so when I'm trying to text Haley, I literally like do this. And I'm like, where is she? Oh yeah, she's on the top. So the pinning thing, I don't really like that one. I don't think it really helps me do any better than normal. But yeah, so I guess we can chat for a couple minutes before. I wish I could really see. I just saw your unbleached bread. Oh my goodness, it goes too fast. Okay, I'm gonna come closer. Get a little closer. I'm gonna come a little closer to you so I can read the messages. Okay, go ahead. I'm ready, shoot. Hopefully my nose is clear. Is my nose clear? Okay. All right, I'm ready, go for it. I wish I could see, like I wish I didn't have to have, okay. Leanne, that's kind of how it was when we visited you. Oh, okay, I don't know. I'm late to the story. Yeah, so, how's everybody doing? What's on the agenda for us? So this weekend, my future daughter-in-law, Madison, we're having her bridal shower, super excited. It came really fast and I told her it would. I actually have to go out to the house so I can update you guys. They put the drywall in, they're still hanging the drywall. The electricity's in. I think they hung the ceiling and then they're hanging, like doing the walls right now. Oh, here we go. Yeah, that's still not part of my conversation. Hello, how are you? So the house is gonna be done. Yeah, okay, thank you so much. Thank you. I'm trying to be nosy with Leanne and her and Jenny, Amy. Aw, nice. I hope your aunt's nice. So yeah, so we're gonna be going to a bridal shower, and so Madison, her aunt is super, super nice, her Aunt Trudy, and she's putting it together. And she called me because Madison said that she absolutely loves my chicken salad. So now I have to make a big old chicken salad to serve. But it's gonna be nice. There's gonna be a lot of people there. We have lots of family coming over for it. And then just 2 weeks later, in a week and a half, I'm gonna be going to my niece's graduation, then coming back and my son graduates. And then 2 weeks later, 2.5 weeks later, Brandon and Madison get married. And then it's 4th of July. So I've watched your girls' makeover vlog recently. It reminded me of how much it goes so fast. Like, I wonder if you can do like a time to where it will stay on longer so you can read it. I'm gonna have to read the comments after the live is done. But what I was gonna tell you guys. Oh, and so Haley gets here this weekend. So me and my husband, I told him, I said, you know what, honey, I'm like literally exhausted. Can we go do something? So I think this weekend we're actually, oh wait, here we go. Hi, just talking about how I live in the woods and all the stores and little ways, and I do have a Dollar Tree, but oh, and I'm a speed reader. So me and my husband are gonna go on a little getaway together. Just a couple days, we're gonna go to Green Bay. And so my son David is heading to Green Bay because the draft, the NFL draft is in Green Bay this year. So David's gonna be going tonight. He's going tomorrow. It starts Friday. What does that say? A moderator turned on slow mode. Thank you. Thank you, Sandy Leanne. Oh, and then you turned it off. What in the world? Okay, let's see how the cupcakes are doing. Still got time to go. Still got time to go. Except I think I should have filled them more. Make up your mind. Is it going to be slow or fast? So my husband are going to be heading out Sunday to go just do like a little 2-day. We're just going to, we actually found a couple really nice little places. My favorite is the Brendan Inn. Oh my goodness. They have the most amazing Irish foods. We've stayed at Northland or Highland North something. That one's really nice. We've stayed at a Hilton that's really nice. So we found a lot of really nice places. And Green Bay has the cutest downtown, and they have the nicest restaurants. So they have a breakfast restaurant that's called, I don't know if anybody's on here from Green Bay, but they have a breakfast restaurant that has the best chai lattes. My husband said, you know, if we're going to Green Bay this weekend, or Sunday, I'm going to not be on my diet because I want to get a crinkle. Do you know what a crinkle is? I'm actually going to take pictures. Maybe I'll do a little mini vlog. So a crinkle is this round pastry. I'm going to pull you up a little bit because my head's gone. So a crinkle is this round pastry, and it's in like, it goes like this in a circle, and it's filled with almond paste or chocolate. I love the almond paste, the almond one, or berries, and then they drizzle. It's almost like a, not a coffee cake, like a streusel, but in a circle. And they have the best donuts in the whole world. And they have strawberry, blackberry, blueberry. They have 3 different stores. They have the most coolest things ever. So we'll usually come and bring some back to the kids. They have a donut that has bacon on it and maple icing. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. But it's the cutest little bakery. They have a couple of them. And so we're going to get one of those. I think we might go to the show. So we're going to go see Thunderbolts. Comes out May 2nd. And my husband is a Tom Cruise fan. Loves his shows. He also likes Jason Bourne. Has all his shows. Well, the very last one comes out in May. So we're going to go together. And then a new Karate Kid comes out. So me and him have plans. And usually my husband's not like a movie person. But when good movies come out, we went and seen Green and Gold. It was like a movie about a farmer who lived in Green Bay that said he bet his farm on if the Green Bay Packers would go to the Super Bowl. And they didn't. But the community loved him so much that they came out and gave him money to pay the bank. It was the sweetest show ever. And it's, kind of local because we're like 3 hours from Green Bay. And then me and him went to see The Chosen, The Last Supper. Oh my goodness, it was so good. Like really, really good. Like I cried. It was so good. And it was really cool too because it kind of gave a personality to Jesus. Because I feel like when you read the Bible, you feel like Jesus was always so serious, and of course he was on a mission, right? Because he loved us, and his mission was to die on the cross for us. But when he's sitting at the Last Supper with his disciples, they're kind of talking and making jokes, and he's laughing. And I thought, I bet you Jesus laughed like that. I bet you that he loved listening to the disciples because they were friends, and I bet you he had fun. And so I guess, I don't know if does that make any sense? Like you think that he was just all business. But he did have emotions like us because he was born as a human in a human body with the same temptations and feelings as us, but yet the difference was he was blameless. He didn't sin. And so you just never think that he just enjoyed life, but he did, you know. But he also, you know, where do we go? There we go. But he also was on a mission, and he knew what God wanted from him. So, but it was a really good show. I loved it. I loved it when Jesus came back and he was walking down the beach, and his disciples were running to him, and they're tripping over their own feet, and they're falling in the water because they loved him so much, and they missed him, and it kind of makes me want to cry. And then when they seen him, they just loved him so much that they were jumping out of the boat, running to him, tripping on their feet, tripping on each other. And I thought, how sweet is that? Like, they loved him so much. And I felt like it really like showed, it helped me to understand, like with my human mind, you know, it really helped me to understand. And I think the other part that I really liked was, what was the other part? And you know what too, what was really cool is I didn't realize that Peter wasn't at the resurrection. So he comes in and John tells him about the resurrection. And I was like, oh, I never thought of that. Not all the disciples were there. And Peter, who loved Jesus so much. So the movie, I don't know if it's still in theaters, but it's through Peter's eyes. It's how Peter saw Jesus. It's Peter's recollection of what happened. And I just loved it. I thought it was really, really good. They're looking really good. So they're not, the tops aren't poofing up like I want them. So we'll see, but they're really close to being done, but they are spreading out on the top, on the sides like I want. You know, I wonder if I should grease around the pan. So they are, but my egg ratio was a little off because I used jumbos. So I had more white than yolk. So what I should have done is I should have added another yolk. So we'll see. And I did use bread flour. Maybe I should have used all-purpose flour. I don't know, but they are good. Even if they don't come out like I claim, trust me, they are really good. I've used this recipe if they don't work out like I claim them to work out, still try the recipe because they're really good. Hello, California. See, if you guys go on caps, I can actually read it. I could actually read it. So I'm just waiting here. So let me see where's my book at? Oh, it says 20 minutes. 20 minutes. Let me make sure I got my temperature right. Here we go. So I said 10 to 15 minutes, so it's about 20 minutes or until done. So those first ones went in at 10 after, and they're looking good. The first ones were like a quarter. So they're gonna be done here really soon. The tops are just starting to brown a little bit, so I want them to brown a little bit more. And they are starting to poof up, but you know though, if you think about it, when you go to like people who actually make cupcakes, they don't have that dome on them. They're more of a flat top. If you think about it, when you see like, I don't know, when I see cupcake videos by professionals, they don't have that dome. They have more of a flat top. So maybe I know what I'm talking about, maybe. Or maybe I'm just finding a reason to tell you why they're not domed up. Or maybe I figured it out. Hello, Portugal. That is super cool. Somebody's on here from Portugal. That's amazing. Hi, Isaac. I think that says Isaac. I don't know. Okay, we're so close, you guys. So I'm just going to keep chatting with you. You know what? Just grab your laundry. And look, I'm not even moving, so it's not like you have to see me. So just grab your laundry, like if you want to watch the full thing later. Just grab your laundry and do your laundry. And you can walk around and look, I'll just stay right here. So like you're not going to miss anything. And then you can listen to what we're talking about. The girls are downstairs and they said they're going to go outside. Like we literally, this is the first nice day. You know, it's the first nice day we got and you guys are in the basement. They're in the basement eating sun chips and peaches. I have laundry to fold too. Leanne, let's fold laundry together. Oh, I've been trying so hard. I got my room cleaned though. I got my bathroom cleaned. I got half the bills done. Look at, I have a little, for some reason, this side of my hair, it's not growing, but this side does. So like my sides don't match. I got half my bills done. I had a couple campaigns, which I'm really excited for because we're trying to pay off our bills. I'm working really hard to save money and pay off our bills. And I'm saving money for my addition. Every penny I have, I've been putting it toward. We didn't do a spring break like we normally all fly to Florida. We didn't do that. We drove to Outer Banks, which was so much cheaper. And it worked out perfect because of Gideon getting married. But yeah, I mean, usually we do lots of stuff. And then in October, me and my husband are taking Josh to Disney World. We're actually going to go here in February, but it just was like the weather was weird, and we wanted to make sure that we were here for our chickens. And then we had two babies born, our two foals born, well, a foal, a filly and a colt. And so we just didn't want to leave because we had so much going on. And I was okay with that. Usually I really struggle around February, and I feel like I have to go to Florida or somewhere warm. And I actually was doing okay this year. Like I don't enjoy flying like I used to. I've kind of developed a little bit of anxiety when I fly now. And I think it's because the last like 4 or 5 trips literally I've been on, the flights have been horrible. Like so bumpy and rocky and just like not good. And I'm just like, you know what? I think I'm okay just staying on the ground. And if I want to go somewhere, I'll drive. And so that's what I'm doing. I just really don't want to. We can definitely fold clothes. That would be amazing. Oh, I wish you were here and we could like literally fold my clothes together. I know, I always have laundry too. It's never ending, like never ending. Okay, really I know I need to stop doing that. I need to stop looking in the oven, but I want you guys to see them. Hello, everybody. I want you to see them before we go because I have to move on now. And my next job is to finish the bills. Also, it is to finish the laundry. And then I have a pile of stuff over here on my counter that every time I go downstairs, I take it down. And then I realized my Easter stuff's still out, but I think I have till May 1st. I can keep my Easter stuff out till May 1st, but I'm super excited about the summer. We have so many fun things going on I'm gonna share with you guys. And then we're gonna do Brennan and Madison's rehearsal dinner here. And I didn't tell them, but I messaged a local place that rents like blow up stuff. And so I asked them if they had anything for that week. And I thought that'd be so fun because all my family will be here. We'll have the pool. And then we'll do, we have the basketball court and pickleball and things like that. So I'm hoping that she better not be on here. If she's on here, I'm in big trouble. If she's on here, surprise. So I'm gonna try and get the blow up stuff. Okay, let me check them again here. Perfect. Okay, well here they are, you guys. I really did want them to raise a little bit, but I don't know. I mean, I think that'll be nice to decorate, so the kids won't have to worry about it. But there they are. I know they look flat. Let me try and take one out for you guys. I don't want to ruin them though. So maybe I should have added more batter to them. Okay, there we go. That's kind of cool though, hey? It's got like that nice little muffin top on it. Yeah. Okay, well there it is. I thought they'd poof up, but you know what? The recipe is still super yummy. So you gotta try them. I know, they look nice. I think I should have put more batter. I bet you if I'd have put even more, they would have even poofed up more, but how cute is that? It's like a little muffin cupcake. I know, it's like a little muffin cupcake. Maybe it's because we're so used to our boxed cake mix. And you know how the boxed cake mix makes them dome up, but isn't that cute? And then you just take your piping, psh, yeah. Okay guys, well thanks so much for watching me and talking to me and letting me vent on making these cute little cupcakes for our Keen's kids. Hey, don't forget to subscribe to our page. We're trying to grow, and we're not growing. I don't know what's going on. Come on, YouTube, love us, pick me, pick me. Do you know that video? It says, pick me, choose me, love me. That's what I'm saying to my followers, love me. All right, well, thanks guys. I'm gonna come over here. And let's see, today is Wednesday. I'm trying to think when I could go live again. I'm gonna think of something to make. I know I usually bake with you guys, but I'm gonna try and think of something else unique that we can do on live. So today's Wednesday, maybe Friday. Oh, I have to deliver on Friday. So maybe Saturday's a shower. I don't know, we'll see how today is. If tomorrow isn't super busy, maybe I'll get on here tomorrow and we'll do something. Okay, thanks guys. And I'll look at that last live to see what you guys want me to do. And actually, not only what videos you want me to see, but what do you want to do live together? Like, what would you like to see me do live? Summer's coming, and y'all know I'm a summer girl. And I do lots of fun things in summer. And also fall and Christmas. I mean, those are my go-tos for sure. I bake like a mad, crazy woman. Okay, guys, thanks so much for joining me. I really do appreciate your support. And I really do like YouTube because you guys are like really kind to us here. And the bread again, do the bread again. Well, you know, I want to do croissants. Maybe if I can figure out the croissants. I do want to make a video of the croissants. I'm going to think of something. We're going to make something together. We're going to make something. Okay, bye guys.